It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Durham. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position to play the defensive line is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Johnson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They put their first points on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Out of bounds at the 43. And that's a first down for the offense.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Berry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Johnson wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. formation, try to clear the picture. Going right to work up top. Got his man quickly. Powers through the defender. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Drive and snap it from the 40. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking for a gap. It's Berry. Inside the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense in press coverage. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Now, Yeah, and what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Georgia, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. This time it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. There he goes. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and getting them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you look at the design of a draw play, you don't often see it going to the outside, but I'm not sure he had much of a choice there.
Nah, the running back couldn't find a hole. The defense wasn't full. Listen, when you do see a draw as a defensive lineman, you don't bite. You don't run up the field. You don't rush the passer like they want you to. You sit there and play run for a second. Good job by that defensive line not running themselves out of a play.
Sends it back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Branch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. High the chains now on second and long. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that...
Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Creates a little room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Oof.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. Crosses the 40, he's got away. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They're going to run it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Beck. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Give to the back.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hill. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gonna run it. It's Berry. And he's still running after the move. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Green.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Tigers can really attack on on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, I find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
With a first down in the final period. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw. It's back. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The pitch to the left. Slithers into space. Turning it on. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch stop.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Berry. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it on the outside. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Green. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Green. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Turns it on in midfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Brings into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Card in the backfield. It's Green. There he goes. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like you might contemplate.
On third down, going up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. 1st down, you get the sack. 2nd down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting in 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Steps away. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Coming up, 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, LSU.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Georgia.
And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. Johnson looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. If he runs this back, this game's over. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
With the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to walk it off with a chip shot field goal here in overtime. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like